Olá, para aí em 2004 eu estava com outra gente a comemorar a bomba de Hiroshima, a queda da bomba de Hiroshima em Nagasaki, ao pé da árvore comemorativa que há aqui, quando eu comecei a filmar as pessoas que diziam discursos e isso. Nada de especial, os anos passaram e agora em 2019 eu fui tentar recuperar nas minhas antigas cassetes DV, mini DV, que já não são usadas, mas eu fui tentar passá-las para um hard drive para poder continuar a ter acesso a essas imagens. E quando estou a passar essa parte da comemoração da caída da bomba de Hiroshima, estão várias pessoas a discursar e está outra gente à volta. Agora, a brincadeira vai ser: descubram quem é a pessoa que nesse tempo ninguém conhecia, a não ser em casa dele à hora do almoço, mas que agora é famoso. Vejam lá se descobrem quem é.
That's the overwhelming public opinion that we are actually dealing with. And I don't think we are dealing with it, because we will deal with almost anything else except that. Now we move into a new century. We have a population which is not pacifist but largely rejecting war. It knows about weapons of mass destruction. I think we have really got to sit down together now and say what tactics are suitable to actually get the message over for the future. People don't any longer think smoking is a kind of amusing social sign of machoism. You have to ask permission if you want to smoke. People don't make sexist jokes. Public opinion was changed on major issues. We have not succeeded in changing public opinion here and now on this issue. And I hope we will not sit down and say what was agreed in 1960 or 1965 is the only thing we can go on with today. I can't understand for one moment why, if somebody over there who genuinely wants to get rid of nuclear weapons everywhere but doesn't think British nuclear weapons should go first, I don't see why that person should not be a partner with me in a campaign of freeing the world of nuclear weapons. Seems to be ridiculous, but nevertheless we've got ourselves into that sort of position. So I'll stop now. This is in grave danger of becoming a sermon. Whenever a clergyman gets overheated, he starts preaching. So, oh dear me, I'm terribly sorry. We just had a clergyman, haven't we? And he didn't do much preaching at all. Very good speech. Apologies, Your Eminence, wherever you are. I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to say, let's draw strength from this comradeship that we have together, but let's think up new ideas for a new situation to change people's minds so we get rid of these bloody awful things. Thank you very much.
I'm the last speaker, and I don't intend, if I can help it, to repeat what's already been said. I may in fact say one or two slightly things that won't please all of you. I was 15 when the first atom bomb was dropped, and in common with a great many people at the time, I was very pleased indeed, because I thought this reckoned, was the end of the war against Japan. And it was fairly soon after that, through reading books about the subject and so on, I realised how horrendous it was and what danger we were in. And a year or two later, I was very vigorously involved in a world government movement that was trying to stave off World War III. But I'm not one of those who very much sympathises with CND having its anniversaries and so forth. We had one for the 40th anniversary. I was asked to speak or play a part, and I said no, I couldn't see any point in celebrating 40 years of not achieving our goal. And from 1945 to this day, we have been decreasingly achieving our goal as far as I can see. More and more countries are now developing this nuclear weapon. More and more preemptive types of weapon are being evolved. As has been pointed out, sub-nuclear but radiation weapons have been used in 2 wars, so have chemical weapons. And it doesn't seem to me that we have anything very much to be proud of or to celebrate. I wish I could think otherwise, but I don't. What we need is total solidarity, and I'm not referring to an organisation, but to things that people have been mentioning, the togetherness which is most important. But a word of warning, which some of you may not appreciate on this occasion, there are elements of sectarianism within our movement. Now, we had over 1 million people, as has been pointed out, in February, in an anti-war demonstration in this country. I would hazard the biggest anti-war demonstration that I can remember from the late 50s on. And yet there are elements in the peace movement, and particularly, I think, among my pacifist comrades, who are unhappy about joining forces with all other elements in the coalition to stop the war. We must stop this. We must have the solidarity that we've been talking about. We must pull together. We must not be sectarian, and some of us very well are.
All right.
I want to end by reading you a couple of short poems, which I hope are relevant to the occasion.